From the center of the whirlwind, Tempest asks Eugene if he has truly reincarnated. Eugene is in shock, wondering how the Elemental King was able to recognize him. Tempest reveals that he couldn't possibly forget the soul of one of Vermouth's comrades, adding that no matter how much time passes, the soul does not change. It's been a while since someone has called him through Wynneth, and when checking who the sword wielder was, he felt Hamel's soul. Eugene abruptly changes the topic, demanding to know why Vermouth did not kill the remaining Demon Kings. He's sure that Tempest must know the answer. After all, Vermouth was still carrying Wynneth when they continued their journey after his death. Tempest says that he doesn't know what Vermouth intended, since in the battle against the Demon King of Incarceration, Vermouth sheathed his blade. He continues, saying that the fight against the Demon King was fierce, but in the end, only Vermouth and the Demon King of Incarceration remained standing. For some reason, Vermouth sheathed his sword and decided not to kill the Demon King of Incarceration, nor go to the castle of the Demon King of Apocalypse. Eugene's expression fills with anger, and he proceeds to ask what deal Vermouth and the Demon King of Incarceration made. Tempest simply answers that he knows nothing about the agreement, making Eugene run out of patience. Tempest adds that only the ones who made the deal know its contents. The moment Vermouth sheathed his sword, he could no longer interfere. Eugene keeps boiling in anger, reminding Tempest with sarcasm that only Vermouth and the Demon King were conscious, so his only option is to ask Vermouth's corpse. Tempest ignores his rambling and mentions that, at Eugene's current level, he wouldn't have been able to summon him. He just wanted to see him, but now he must leave. Eugene demands the Elemental King to answer, as Tempest starts leaving, asking to be summoned again once Eugene becomes stronger. Eugene keeps yelling, but exhaustion takes over his body and he ends up collapsing on the floor, making Nina worried as she rushes to help her young master. Eugene now lays on his bed. He abruptly wakes up, feeling exhaustion all over his body. He suffered from mana depletion due to Tempest taking all the energy Eugene had in his reserve. He recalls a troubling thought. What if he wasn't Hamel's reincarnation and just someone with his memories overwritten by Hamel's? But after learning that elementals recognize people by their souls, now Eugene has no doubts that he's truly Hamel's reincarnation with memories from 300 years ago. Suddenly, Nina appears, surprised to see Eugene all right after passing out. She informs him that Gillite and Gion are in the mansion and she will bring them immediately. They finally arrive, and Gillite starts by saying that he has heard from Nina that a powerful whirlwind appeared when Eugene drew Wynneth. With curiosity, he asks if Eugene really attempted to call an elemental. Eugene thinks that more people have probably seen the storm, and for now, he shouldn't reveal everything that occurred inside it. Eugene mentions that the Elemental King of Wind appeared, surprising both Gion and Gillite. Displaying an innocent smile, he continues, saying that the Elemental King wanted to see who drew the sword since it's been a while since he had been summoned. Gion can't hide his expression of shock, revealing that the only one able to summon the Elemental King of Wind in the family was Vermouth. Eugene adds that the Elemental King told him he wasn't strong enough but would be waiting for his call once Eugene grows up. Gillite starts laughing, surprising Gion, who must not be used to seeing his older brother that happy. Gillite compliments Eugene, mentioning that Gion told him about his proficiency at the mana vein, managing to sense mana immediately and even forming a core with the white flame method. That alone was impressive, but he still can't believe Eugene attracted the attention of the Elemental King of Wind. Gillite tells him to rest, and afterwards, Gion will continue training him. Eugene thanks him but says that he doesn't want to take more time away from them. Gion dismisses his worries. After all, he is eager to teach Eugene. He even adds that Cyan and Ciel will also train under his guidance. Upon hearing that, Gillite thinks about the twins. He hopes they can see Eugene as a source of inspiration to go even further. Outside, Ciel and Cyan are in the training field with their swords. Ciel mentions to her brother that Eugene's white flame method is already 1 star. She adds that for them it took an eternity to reach that level, which upsets Cyan, and he counters by saying that 1 month is actually one of the fastest times in the family. But inwardly, they can't shake the feeling that it's nothing compared to Eugene, who managed to get 1 star in a single day. They both rush against each other, swords drawn, and clash dramatically, trying to vent out any frustration they might have. Back inside Eugene's bedroom, he checks if nobody is around. He draws Wynneth and starts infusing it with mana, summoning a small wind spirit. It is a sylph, a low-level elemental and the only kind he can summon with his current mana. Eugene asks her if she knows anything about the Elemental King of Wind, to which the sylph remains silent, as if not understanding his words. Eugene gets frustrated and, with an angry expression, orders the elemental to tell her king that if he lied about anything, he'll take his life. The sylph changes her expression, clearly displeased with Eugene's words. She soars through the room and vanishes. Once more, Eugene thinks about what happened after he died in the castle of the Demon King of Incarceration. The details of the deal Vermouth and the Demon King made are only known by the two of them. If he wants more information, he's aware he'll have to venture to Helmuth, the realm of the Demon Kings, but beyond that, he'll also have to visit the kingdoms of Aroth, Eurus, and Luhar in order to learn what happened to his old comrades. But for now, he'll have to grow stronger since his current body wouldn't withstand a journey to distant lands. The story takes us 4 years into the future, and now, Eugene Lionheart is 17 years old. He is looking at himself in the mirror, amazed by the physique of one of Vermouth's descendants. After all this time, he managed to reach the 3-star level in the White Flame method. Despite that, he still thinks it's not enough. If he truly wants to utilize his new body, he needs to go beyond what he learned in his previous life. Outside the mansion, Eugene talks about his intentions to go to Aroth and learn magic. Cyan listens to him, unsure of what exactly he's talking about. After their sparring, Eugene reveals that something happened when he trained with the flame method. His 3 stars start spinning, and his mana projects off his body, resembling a lion's mane, just like Vermouth's. Cyan looks astonished, unable to believe Eugene's current power. His frustration builds up, since Eugene was introduced to mana training 7 years later than him, and despite that, he has already reached the 3-star level while Cyan is still at 2 stars. Eugene stops his technique since he just wanted to show it off. Cyan is still angry, saying that he wants to kill him, but Eugene says that he can't do that since now they are brothers. Cyan changes the topic, asking about Eugene's sudden interest in magic. He even reminds him of what happened to Iode. He left the main house to go to Aroth in order to learn magic after the bloodline continuation ceremony ended. However, his talent was not enough to become Loberian's disciple. Cyan adds that Iode managed to enter the Red Tower through connections, but in these 4 years, he's been wasting his time. Cyan continues saying that Eugene won't be able to learn magic and stay in the main house at the same time, and if he ends up deciding to move to Aroth, Seal will end up being sad. Eugene doesn't care about that statement and starts leaving. Cyan asks him where he's going, and Eugene replies that he's going to meet the head of the family to report his 3-star level status and see if he gets permission to leave and study magic. Once Eugene is gone, Cyan kicks his sword, still frustrated to see how the gap between him and Eugene keeps growing every day. Inside the mansion, Gilite is surprised by Eugene's request, asking if he's being serious. Eugene confirms, saying that he wants to depart to Aroth in order to learn magic. Gilite demands to know the reason. Eugene is not only the youngest 3-star level in history, but he also has the potential to reach the 4-star level with his current training style before becoming an adult. Eugene answers that, after reaching the 3-star level, he realized that following the same strategy in the main house won't allow him to grow further. He continues, saying that there are many things he still wants to learn, and with magic, he could view mana from a different perspective. Eugene's certain that learning magic will end up being worth it to him in the end. He bows, asking for Gilite's understanding. With a smile, Gilite says that he cannot suppress Eugene's desire to learn and understands him. But before allowing it, Eugene must promise him that he won't take part in black magic. In Aroth, there is a black tower, where black magicians gather. In the current era, they are not considered dangerous and hold a decent reputation. However, the Lionhearts are the descendants of the Great Vermouth, and so they are against black magic. Inwardly, Eugene clearly remembers black magic and the kind of disgusting things its users did 300 years ago. Eugene dismisses Gilite's worries since he also despises black magic. After the meeting, Eugene is walking through the mansion. Suddenly, he hears someone calling him from behind one of the doors. With a smirk, Eugene tells the person to come out if they want to talk about something, but the person behind the door refuses to come out. It is revealed that Seal was behind the door all this time, and she asks if Eugene is really going to Aroth. She asks why he's leaving, and Eugene says that he wants to learn magic, to which she replies that they have elemental magic, and he could just call a magician from the capital. She finishes by saying that if he leaves, she and Cyan could become stronger and catch up to him. Eugene is glad to hear that. After all, the sparring between them could become more entertaining. Ciel asks how long he'll be gone, and Eugene replies that he doesn't know, but it could be a few years at least. She asks if he has thought about his father. Eugene is sure he will be okay. After all, he's already used to living in the main mansion, and has even lost weight from going hunting a lot. He finally tells Ciel to train diligently and starts leaving. Before he gets too far, Ciel finally opens the door of her room and once more asks Eugene if he's really leaving. He just waves his hand as a farewell. Ciel stays there, her face expressing the pain of seeing him go. She also wants Eugene to stay. Now Eugene is in a meeting with his father. Gerhard asks him to be careful in Aroth and not to slack off with his studies. Eugene counters, telling his dad not to stop exercising just because he won't be around. With a proud expression, Gerhard stands in front of his son, amazed at how tall Eugene has become. He finishes by telling his son to take care of himself. After a while, Eugene stands in front of the portal to Eroth in the presence of the other members of the family. Gilite asks him if he doesn't want any guards to accompany him. Eugene replies that it won't be necessary since he can defend himself. Gilite was expecting that answer. After all, he's already at the 3-star level, unlike his son Iode. The most affected by Eugene's departure are Kayan and Ciel, both with a sad expression, and Gerhard, who can't stop crying. Eugene asks his dad to stop, reminding him that he wasn't that emotional when they talked earlier. He tells him that he's leaving anyway and should at least try to say farewell with a smile. Gerhard wipes his tears, and they both share a smile. Eugene finally says goodbye and crosses the portal. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.